theater goers out there, we want to turn you on to Open Stage Theater and Company in Fort Collins. The curtain is rising on their 49th season, and there's a lot to talk about.
Well, Sydney, I'll start with you because look, this is exciting. Better times ahead. Let's talk about what's planned for this season.
A lot. We are opening with Cry It Out, which very excited about. We're partnering with the OBC Wine Project by Odell Brewing Company. And with them, we are raising money with the show Cry It Out for Project Self-Sufficiency, Fort Collins and Loveland. It runs September 3rd through September 18th. Our first inside show in almost 2 years will be Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express, which opens the end of October. And then we move into Kate Hamill's adaptation of Sense and Sensibility. And we are working with original movement and original music with that. And then we're moving into Hedwig and the Angry Inch in the end of March. And then our next Etc. show, which is The Christians by Lucas Nath. And our final show of the season will be another outdoor performance, and that will be Cyrano de Bergerac.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, you guys have a full agenda ahead, which
We're going for it.
Yeah, it's keeping you busy. But look, after almost 2 years, as you said, of course, you had to come back with a big bang. With that said, Cry It Out is going to be a great production for you guys. You've got a great collaboration going. Tell me about how that happened. And of course, only at Fort Collins. We want to hear the details.
It just so happened that a good friend of mine works for Odell Brewing Company, Carla Bays. And Carla and I were talking about the show, and the show itself is about the struggles that mothers face in the US as far as having a career or staying at home with your child or trying to do both. And as I was talking to her about the show, she said, wow, we just had this conversation this morning with some women that she worked with. And she reached out to Kelly Wagner, who is the director of OBC Wine Project, and it all wound up coming together incredibly quickly and beautifully, as it turns out.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Okay, let's chat and get to know the actors. Let's begin with Ariel. Ariel, talk to us about the role you play and how you relate to that character's journey.
Yeah, I play Lena, and she is a kind of a strong Long Island lady who works at a hospital. So she has a child and working. And I just really relate with her because I'm from the East Coast and I'm, those strong, like, can-do women that you feel like you're always ready to, like, fight for what you love, but you also have a lot of tenderness and there's a lot of things that come in your way that you just can't control. And so yeah, I love playing her, and she's a comedic role, so that's very fun. So.
Wow, we're excited to see that. And then we've got Brianna. Talk to us about the character you play, Brianna, and how you relate to that person in the show.
Sure. So the most obvious response is that she's a mom, and I also have a couple kids. They're a little bit older, but I still remember being a new mom. I think one of the most interesting things about Jessie is that she's her life has just been completely changed by having a baby, and she thought she had it all planned out, and now she's just forever going to see the world in a different way because of that. And that really calls into question a lot of the choices that she made with her husband, and being able to say what she wants out of life, and now that it's changed. And yeah, I think that's something that really everybody could relate to.
Yeah, so that sounds great, like a great role as well. Okay, Bryn is the director, and of course, as they call it, the mastermind behind this production. Bryn, for you, what was it like taking this out of the theater to a new venue?
Well, for me, actually, most of my directing experience is in non-traditional spaces. So it would actually probably be more challenging for me to be directing in a theater. But that said, there are challenges being outside, weather, unpredictable sounds, things like that. But we have a great team. Everyone working on this show is incredibly experienced, and Open Stage itself has done many, many outdoor shows. This will be the third this year. So having that great team has made all of those challenges really turn into opportunities. As Sydney touched on, OBC Wine Project is the perfect venue for this show. It takes place in a backyard. And we're in a place that feels like a backyard. So we haven't had to do a lot of manufacturing to get that feel. The fact that it's a little bit later at night is great because then we can really use the lighting to focus the action of the play for the audience.
Sure.
So most of it's just opportunities, and it's really been exciting.
It sounds like it. Okay, before we close out, let you ladies go. Sydney, where can people get tickets?
So you need to go to www.openstage.com and click on the Cry It Out square on our homepage, and it will take you to our ticketing page. Or you can call the Lincoln Center box office at 970-221-6730. They are open Tuesday through Saturday from 12 to 6 p.m.
All right, ladies, it was such a pleasure talking to all of you, and we'll see you at the theater.
Well, liven up your theater experiences. See an open stage theater production in Fort Collins. Cry It Out at OBC Wine Project by Odell Brewing Company does close soon, so get those tickets now. For the complete list of performances, including Murder on the Orient Express, go to openstage.com or call the Lincoln Center box office at 970-221-6730.